So to start this dish off, what you're going to do is grab your mushrooms and you're going to cut them into quarters. There we go. So just do that with all of your mushies till you have a full frying pan full of them. The mushy bloody goodness, it's fantastic. What isn't there to love about mushies? They're so good. If they're magic mushies though, you probably want to avoid putting those in a dish because you might make Grandma Ebert trip balls and you don't want to see that. Alright, so I'm going to now add just a good solid drizzle of olive oil onto the mushies, and I'm going to cook those up. Chuck those on, stir them around. Don't let it get burnt because, you know, needless to say, burnt stuff tastes like burnt crap. Whilst that's doing that, I'm also going to chuck on the pasta. I'm going to grab about half a pack's worth and pop those in. Alright, now that's starting to get a bit of sizzle on, lovely. Chuck in a bit more oil. No such thing as too much oil. As they say, you can lead a cat to oil, but you can't teach a fish how to cow. Alright, now whilst these are cooking, let's go over to the bar. I'm going to show you what I like to call a rusty sandy. With spring here and summer coming up right around the corner when lockdown ends in 2037, it's time for some yummy, refreshing drinks that make you go, "Oh, that's good!" So what you need for that is some iced tea, some lemonade, some ginger beer, and some Canadian Club whiskey. So what I'm going to do, and now I know that sounds sexual, and it is. So what you need first, you add in your shot of whiskey, the CC, Canadian Club, pop that in. Yeah, you want to add in some iced tea. Right. Add in 1 part iced tea. It's got a bit more than that. Next, you add in 1 part of ginger beer. And you top it all off with some lemonade. Great little thing that. Who says you can't have fun behind bars? Probably jailhouse inmates. And there's a little garnish, a blueberry. Now that is what I call a spicy meatball. Delicious. Alright, so the reason I have cooked up the spaghetti and the broccolini at the same time is for the vegetable water. Now most of the time you boil up your veggies and you just throw the water away. But there's still so much juicy fucking goodness in that. You don't want to get rid of it. It's still plenty of nutrients. So this way, I'm cooking. It's going to infuse into the pasta a little bit, and it makes a bit more use of it. Like as I said, there's plenty of nutrients in it. So hell, why not use it? I mean, I'm not going to drink the stuff, and hell, if you're the sort of person who's going to walk up with a cup of, by all means. That sounds fucking putrid. Anyway, so now I'm going to throw in all of the other ingredients. I'm going to add in our mushrooms. Also going to add in some yellow capsicum, thinned, slightly thinned. Also going to throw in some spring onions, chopped up finely, because they're bloody fantastic. And of course, you can't have semi-dried without semi-dried tomatoes. So I'm going to throw in, that's a big tub of them. I'm going to throw in maybe half. Oh fuck it, I've got a bit more. There we go. I'll munch on those afterwards. Alright, now these do have a strong taste, so if you don't want to add in the whole lot, then okay, understandable, but I mean, some people out there are just weak little bitches, but that's okay if you don't want to add it all. I'm going to add in 2 lots of thickened cream. How much is that? 300 mils, so 600 mils of thickened cream. Thank you, Coles. Lovely. And one thing as well you'll notice, with the pasta, cooking it, there's even a bit of a taste difference. Like, that's a bit of pasta. Like, you can tell the difference in the taste when it's just been cooked in water and the vegetable water and when it's just been cooked in regular water. Like, it's a big difference. I'm going to add in 3 decent size. Actually, I'm going to go 3.5, 4 of basil pesto. This stuff, mate, let me tell you. I'm going to stir that around. Get it in there all nice. Stir it like you're stirring the pot. Yum. Alright. Now, yeah, there we are. I've stirred that in. Now before the final stir, I'm going to add in some chives and some oregano. And to make sure I looked at it because I might have grabbed the wrong one from the pantry. Just give a thin layer on all over. Do that with both. There we are, and spread that all throughout. That's looking lovely, and better yet, it's going to taste better. You know why? It's delicious, it's nutritious, and by Christ, it is easy as all hell to make. If you can't make this, like your Year 7 home economics teacher would be fucking ashamed of you. Alrighty, there's that. Now what I'm going to do next, I'm going to put this back onto the stove for just 5 minutes, just warm it up and stir it around, maybe 5-10 minutes. I'm not going to let anything come close to burning, so it's a constant slow stir. You don't want anything, because of the cream, you don't want that burning onto the pot or anything like that, because otherwise if you do that, you're going to have a shit time. Alright, so I'll take this into the kitchen. Let's get it cooking. Okay, so I'm just going to put this on for 5 minutes. No more, no less, just to let the molecules get all nice and loose and juiced up. I'm going to be doing a constant stir as well. When there's cream involved, you don't want to risk burning it or anything like that. And I'm just going to give you a quick taste-a-roo. That's great, but I had a feeling I was going to do this. So instead I'm going to add the entire jar of basil pesto. There it is, get on all those nooks and crannies, you know. Nooks and crannies, foots and fannies. You know, hey, yeah. So I'm just going to give that an extra stir just to get that completely in there. Because that basil mixed with everything else, the dish is absolutely fantastic. The original dish and this one, they're both just great. And if you want a bit of extra added protein, oh, you can go a bit of shredded chicken. There we are. So we're not going to stir that for have that on the heat, sorry, for very long. I'm already turning that off. And there you have that. Now that'll obviously look a bit better in a bowl or a plate, but here we have a bit of, don't touch the bottom of the pot, that's fucking hot. There we have that. Looks lovely. All the colours of the rainbow, except for purple and blue and yellow. Oh, no, there's yellow there. And brown, and white, black.